Hey, everybody. Listen, what is going on? You know what's going on. It's time for Portia's preparations. Now, first thing, you're probably wondering, why is Travita in Portia's place with sunglasses on? You know why? Because your girl just shines so bright. All right. So, listen, I don't know if you can tell, but we are definitely celebrating in Portia's Place today because Portia's Place has reached a milestone and we actually have 100 subscribers to the podcast. Listen, it may not seem like a lot to you, but there was a time when I didn't even imagine 100 people would be interested in subscribing to this podcast. And that's not selling myself short. It's just this is something I have zero experience in. But I told you, very first episode, I know people. And so well, there's so much I want to say, but first we're going to like pop this bottle, right? So if you didn't know, yesterday was National Rosé Day. It always falls on the second Saturday in the month of June. So yesterday was just all things rosé, right? Rosé all day. I'm still in that zone. So I thought that we would toast and celebrate during today's Portia's Place with a bottle of rosé. And not just any rosé, right? I mean, look, I have a lot of rosés I love, but this one is a brut rosé. So it's going to be sparkling and it's all about the sparkling, right? So this is actually Wild Boar Brut Rosé. It hails from Stone Tower Winery. You've heard me mention this before, and this was actually a gift from some dear friends of mine, and I've been holding on to it for a special occasion. Look, I'm one to drink my wines. I don't hold on to a lot of things. There's a few that I do hold on to, but this one I held on to for such a time as this. So I am going to actually open this bottle. I'm going to pour a little bit. I'm going to like taste alone, probably do a little more tasting as I go through some of the information for this week's drop, right? So I'm going to show you something for those of you that don't know. How many of you are afraid to open a champagne bottle? Because listen, my executive producer is raising his hand. You can't see him. Jeffrey's afraid. I used to be afraid. You see people do it and the cork flies off. Well, you don't see where it lands. And I'm not trying to lose an eye over a cork, right? So I'm going to open this, and this is a great way for you to learn. My cousin actually taught me this. Shout out to my cousin Horace. He was here one time. We were popping bottles, because that's how your girl gets down. And I was like, cousin, I'm afraid, like I'm so nervous about it. He was like, don't be nervous. Let me show you what to do. So at that time when he taught me, it was over the kitchen sink. But what you want to do is you want to grab a towel, right? And your towel doesn't, have to say screw it on it or have a corkscrew. A shout out to my sister girl, Chantel, who is always finding the cutest things for me related to wine and reminiscent of our times together. So listen, love you, boo. So you want to take a towel, right? So I've already removed the foil. I've removed that cage that's over the cork, right? So foolproof here, okay? You are going to be a master at opening bottles. Anytime I'm working at the winery, I never mind opening bottles of our brut because I know how to do it and I'm not afraid and I eliminate any danger. So you're just going to basically put this towel over the cork. You want to get a really good handle on both the neck of the bottle and the cork itself. And you just turn and watch this. Woo! Look, who doesn't love that sound? Champagne, but it's okay because the floor is somewhat waterproof. I apologize. That probably sounds really weird, right? But I'm making a little mess, but who cares? I have 100 subscribers and I can get this up in no time. All right. So we're going to pour some of this in a glass and I'm going to drink it and you're going to be thirsty because you're going to want some. Oh, look at that pink color. I mean, who doesn't love rosé, right? I mean, come on. Who doesn't love a great rosé? So let's do I got a little string from the towel. Let's do a little taste. Well, first, it smells divine. So what I want to say to each and every one of you that has subscribed. Even if you haven't, like, subscribe, because then that'll take me way over 100, right? But seriously, I want to thank you all. This is such a milestone for me, and it's like a dream come true. I am having the time of my life starting in this venture with this podcast. I have no idea where this is going to go, but I will tell you this. I think Portia's Place is going to be a really big deal. It's already a big deal because I'm doing it. And I can't wait to see what happens. I want to thank you for subscribing. I want to thank you for sharing and believing in the vision that I have. I love it when I receive like feedback and comments from you all. I appreciate the fact that those of you in my village want this to be the best that it can be. And so I thank you for the feedback. I thank you when you share how certain stories have just resonated with you. Because listen, at the end of the day, like, we all bleed red, right? We're all humans and people, and we're all trying to survive and make a difference. And I have been able to use Portia's Place to communicate and share some of the people in my life that mean so much to me. I'm so excited about some of the people I have on deck that are going to be coming up next, that you're going to start seeing and getting to know. Hold on, I'm going to take a little drink. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I have to work tomorrow. So I'm going to have to be careful tonight with this Brut Rosé because it's out of this world. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Brendan. All right. So listen, back to what I was saying to you all. Thank you. The vision, the things that I'm seeing, the things that are being revealed to me, it's phenomenal. It's exciting. I just can't wait to do more. So cheers to 100 subscribers and cheers to the 500 subscribers that we'll have. I also want to share with you all something personal. The thing that I never anticipated about Portia's Place was the gift of time with my son. You all hear me talk about Jeffrey, and he's my executive producer. He's 25. He could be doing a lot of other things at this very moment. He could be talking with his friends. He could be gaming. He loves gaming. He could just be doing any number of things. But the gift of this has truly been the time that we're together working on this, and the ideas that he has for Portia's Place, and his support of me. Even when he probably, I don't know, I'm not going to read his mind, but what I'm going to tell you is, if there's something I want to talk about when it comes to Portia's Place, he's down with me. And he's all in on this with me. And it has been a dream. When your kids get to a certain age, you know, getting them to spend time with you, getting on their calendar, scheduling, don't forget we have this coming up, don't forget we have that coming up. But Portia's Place has been this thing that has just given me the opportunity to have even more quality time with my number one favorite son. I love him so much. And him being a part of this has just made this so very special. Maybe that's the point of Portia's Place. Maybe the point to all of this was getting more time in with him. I don't think that's the only thing, but it's certainly something that I didn't see coming. But I'm here for all of it. All right. Oh, cheers to that. And another sip. So, what are we going to do to commemorate 100 subscribers? Jeffrey and I talked about this, and we've decided that we're going to do a very special episode where it will just be me. I don't know, you may see him in this episode, actually. Who knows? But it's going to be a very special episode where we actually give you a tour of Portia's place. Now, it's not huge. Like, this isn't a huge space, but let me tell you, there's some very special things here. I want to share the pictures in the barrels um, and even give you the to kind of give you the history of these barrels that I used during Portia's Place. Portia's Place. I actually have some shelves on the wall where the shelves are just filled because I'm glancing over now. They are filled with things that are so very special to me: pictures, books, wine bottles, uh, an elephant, um, little gifts, glass, just all sorts of stuff. There's even a trophy on one of the shelves. Listen, I'm not a sports, like I love sports. I've never been an athletic girl. However, there's something I'm really good at that I earned a trophy for. So I can't. So listen, we're going to give you a tour of Portia's Place, and we're going to tell you some really special things about it, about this space, and the vision that I have for Portia's Place. So the other thing that we're going to do, because it while it won't be interactive, I'm inviting you all to email me questions, things that you might like to know. Maybe there's been something in an episode that you're curious or you wanted to hear a little bit more about. Maybe there's something you want to know about me with Inbounds, of course. But I'm giving you an opportunity to send questions to me, and I will select some of these and read them and answer them during this very special 100th subscriber episode. So I'm asking you all to email me at portiasplace1919 at gmail.com. Send me your questions. I can't wait to read them and answer them in the subject line, because this is a real email for Portia's Place, and it's not just created for this. So make sure in the subject line you write 100 Q&A in the subject line. Please send your questions. It's not going to be a long episode. Well, I'm talking, so it could be a long episode, but send your questions. I'll go through them. We'll pick them. Those that I don't get to, we'll save it for another special episode. Maybe when I hit 200 subscribers, because you know it's coming, right? Because if y'all have my back and you keep sharing and keep spreading the word about Portia's Place, those numbers will continue to go up in no time. So thank you. Cheers to 100 subscribers. That means cheers to all of you. And I just can't wait to see what happens next. All right, so now we got to get to some housekeeping things, right? This is Portia's preparation. So this is all about kind of giving you a little insight into our next episode that's going to drop this Friday. Before I say that, though, let me remind you, episode 6 is live. It features Penny Heritage, co-owner of William Heritage Winery. If you had an opportunity to watch episode 4, you were actually you had to be blown away like I was by the stories, by the journey. Well, this episode features Penny one-on-one with a daughter, wife, mother, nana, business owner, friend. And so I encourage you all, if you have not watched it yet, check out episode 6. It's amazing. Episode 7 is going to feature one of my sister girls, as I call her, IT specialist, business owner, daughter, wife, sister, and mother, Tasha Williams. And neighbor. How great is it when you got a friend that you adore and they move into your neighborhood? Like, it's nothing better than me walking 5 doors down to her place or vice versa. So listen, I'm so excited for you to hear a little bit about her journey working in the world of IT, being a business owner, talking to us about their very successful business. but more importantly, the beautiful woman that she is. And she glows literally during this episode, y'all. It's real talk about being a woman working in certain fields and doing so. Like, it's a great episode. So I'm so excited for you all to see that this Friday. We will be featuring Fonseca's Reserve Port Ben 27. It's good, y'all. If you love a good port, instead of having cake at the end of the meal, if you've ever wondered, what would it be like to try the port that's on the menu? It's going to be all things port during Viola's Vino. I'm so excited. It's so delicious. You're really going to enjoy that. So I can't wait to see you all this coming Friday at Portia's Place for episode 7, featuring my dear friend. I'm so excited for you to meet her and just see the light that she brings to Portia's Place. So we talked about that. The other thing I want to mention, and this is a kind of, it's a different thing, but I am a believer in 6 degrees of separation. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with that, or maybe you remember the movie that came out, right? But the concept is that we are basically 6 people away from connecting with someone. And I'm going to make sure that I say that. So we are basically 6 or fewer people away from other social connections. Now, why is Trevita talking about 6 degrees of separation? Well, number one, I have to say this. If you know anything about me, I haven't talked about it a lot yet, but I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. Like, huge. Do not play with me when it comes to Jay-Z. I mean it. Like, don't play. And so the first thing I'm going to say about 6 degrees of separation is that I believe that I am 6 people away from meeting Jay-Z. If any of you subscribing and watching can figure out a way to connect me to Jay-Z, no disrespect there. I'm just one of his number one fans. Like, I'm a super fan when it comes to Jay-Z. I like Beyonce too, but yo, don't play when it comes to Jay, okay? So, if you feel as though you could be 6 people away from Jay-Z and not in a creepy way, holla at your girl. But more importantly, let's get back to the wine. So I don't know if you've heard or not, but something really magical in the wine world has happened. There is a new collaboration between Carmelo Anthony and Robert Mondavi. Their actual chief winemaker collaborated with Carmelo Anthony, and they have released a new wine, and it's called Ode to Soul. Oh, how sexy is that? Now, let me share this bit of information with you. I want to try this wine. It's a pretty expensive bottle. I'm just trying to teach you all about like regular wines, okay? But this is definitely taking it up a notch. I mean, you know, Opus 1, Ode to Soul, but Ode to Soul is this collaboration. It is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, and Petit Verdot. Ugh, yum, yum, give me some. Now, if there are any of you out there who could be 6 degrees from Carmelo Anthony or Robert Mondavi. Look, I'm going to go big, right? Listen, stop. Seriously, I'm so excited because I just have to say like funny, cute things like this, all right? I'm seriously going to have that wine. And the day that I do, we're going to drink it in Portia's Place. And don't play with your girl because I'll mess around and have Carmelo Anthony on Portia's Place. Like, we have to speak things into existence, right? We have to say what we want. I want to have Carmelo Anthony in Portia's Place talking about Ode to Soul. And it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, Like Ode to Soul could be done and he's here talking about, but who cares? Like these are the things that we have to say. This is where Portia's Place is going, y'all. I'm all about it. I'm here for it. You can email me and let me know. Don't play games with me. If you're 6 degrees from Carmelo Anthony or somehow this Ode to Soul bottle, holla at your girl, okay? All right, so y'all are cracking up. I know it. I'm a talker. Little known fact about me, I used to be a little girl in the grocery store doing commercials on the aisles with mama and daddy while they were shopping. Listen, I could do some commercials. I could talk all day. And my executive producer is like, wrap it up now. Listen, I'm just excited, y'all. It's just this short period of time. In less than 90 days, 100 of you have invested in Portia's Place. And I thank you for that. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. I can't wait until you see some of the new things that are coming over the summer. I can't wait for more of my family and friends and connections and business owners and just amazing people to be here to taste wine and to talk about life. So, cheers to 100 subscribers. Cheers to Portia's Place. And cheers to never whining alone. We got to edit that out. I love you all. Bye.